after the events of episode 3 happen at some point, uh, I assume you want to go back to your ship uh, for a little bit of respite, gather everything that you need for.
Yep, yep.
All right, perfect. Uh, are you going to be putting
I
on
get back
your?
onto Crysta and I go and I pat myself down and brush some of the errant goos on me from today's adventure and just go, "Oh, that was weird." And that's my only canonical comment on the situation that just happened to me.
It happens. What are the things that you want to take with you to the convocation, or would you rather go shopping first?
Or would I the choices are prepare appropriately for the convocation or screw it, go shopping.
I mean, you could go shopping.
Let's go to the mall.
You could go to the mall. You could go to. You can do a little bit of chocobo racing. It's like it's kind of.
All right. Am I in the right city?
Yes, you are in the correct city.
I'm at my airship. Are
Yes.
the other judges' airships parked around here too?
They are. The aerodrome has enough space for the judges' airships, and only those because you are within a
Oh,
yacht.
okay. Then I gotta put my judge outfit on real fast because during during the last adventure I sure didn't have it on.
That's true. You didn't.
So I'm hopping into Crysta clandestinely. I'm trying to make sure none of my coworkers see me get onto the judge's ship. Not that it would be too weird, but Franklin's feeling weird about it.
That's fair. Yeah, you're able to sneak back onto the ship and get into the proper attire for what's up ahead.
Mm-hmm. What are the things that I need? I need to get the stone that I stashed away that has Mateus? No, what's the demon that's in my weird
Bellius.
funny rock? Bellius. I gotta get Bellius the Gigius's
Frankie,
rock
you got an email from the
out
judges.
of its secret
Turns
hidey
out the
spot.
convocation is a
Oh,
costume party.
it's
Dress appropriately.
Crysta.
We already had one of those, Crysta.
Crysta. You're right. I gotta make sure my outfit is pressed and cleaned. I will take good care of my outfit so that I don't look stinky today.
That's good.
Is there any other critical things that I need to bring that I have on me? Because I think I have one other, like, manufactured nethicite or something. Or do I have one extra orosite? I've been so focused on the Bellius rock that I don't remember if I had other ones or not.
Yeah, that's fair.
They would all be in the slot.
Yeah, you. I think there was another manufactured nethicite that you had with you, but
Yeah. Oh, you know what? My character sheet should say something if that's the case.
oh yeah, it definitely should probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
One of my character sheets. It's... Did I put my key items into my Google sheet or did I put it onto Roll20? Who's to say?
Who's to say?
I don't see anything anywhere. I guess I could smell it out. I'll know if it's on my ship.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you
I can
definitely say
sense it.
You can. Uh,
There we
Yeah,
go.
you are able to collect everything that was in that drawer, and you're able to take it with you.
Okay. Get these stinky rocks off of my boat. Crysta will be thankful.
Crysta will be very thankful. Oh?
Whatever.
Oh, good luck?
Bad.
Oof.
Ugh. The worst luck. Stank luck.
Yeah. It's pretty rough.
Not even critical failure luck. Just bad luck.
Yeah. Not enough to make
All
it
right.
funny.
So I've got all my stuff. I got myself patted down. It's gonna take time to wash my clothes.
Yep.
Get some rest. What time do I need to be up in the morning for Convocation? Is there a start time to it? Is there a recent Do a Dolphin email that's just like, all right, here's the structure for everything. Just want to make sure everyone's on the same page. We don't have a fiasco like last time.
Yeah. The meet time is at 8 a.m. in the Convocation chambers, which will be at the top of the stairs. For those that want another gander at it. It's this picture.
Yes.
That is the
Yeah, we're
city
going
that
up to the
you are
big
in.
building, right?
Yeah, you are. Big building at the very top. Hope you like stairs.
Can't. Oh. All right, I'll keep travel time in consideration then. All right, I'll start doing squats or something to make sure I'm stretched and ready for tomorrow.
All right.
Those stairs are a known unknown, right? Because like, I know there's going to be a lot of stairs. I can prepare for that. I don't know who's going to be around those stairs, because I might have to make small talk going up all those stairs, and that's a known unknown.
Yeah, you got a point there. Yeah, you know of all those stairs, but
Do you prepare like meticulously for future conversations you might have with someone?
personally,
I'm just neurotic enough to do that very often.
no, not with strangers.
Well, yeah, not with strangers. Well, yes, with strangers, because I got to practice my stranger small talk, which is different from my my friends' small talk and my acquaintances' small talk.
Yeah. No, not really.
That's fair. I love that for you, actually. In fact,
Yeah, but it also means that I don't really have much to bring to the table when it comes to small talk. So, kind of double-edged.
you got to be ready, because like, what's your favorite pizza topping isn't great for your friends, because like that looks like
Because it's
small talk and looks
pineapple.
lousy. And could get political. Yeah, that's the problem too. It doesn't work for strangers because they go like, or what do you want, my banking information or something? That's weird. But it does work great for acquaintances who you want to get to know better.
True, yeah. Yeah, you got a good point there. You know what? Next time I am making small talk with a stranger, I'll make sure not to ask them what their favorite pizza topping is.
Unless you're vaguely familiar with them enough to where it's okay. Sorry, maybe I'm the only one who thinks it's hard about this kind of thing.
Yeah, no.
By extension, this is one of those quirks that Franklin definitely does do. That's what makes him so good at those roles.
You know what? That would make
Look,
sense.
Nathan Fielder's The
Practices.
Rehearsal was a thing for me.
Ah,
It
yes. I should
it
have
warped
guessed
my
that's
brain, you know.
I should have guessed that's what you were referring to.
I got to practice these social scenarios, right?
What's the latest rehearsal you've been working on? Anything as major as having a whole house to see if you'd like parenting, or
Yeah, making an entire. I'm making a convocation. Well, I actually don't need to because that already happened. We already had a
that's true. You
fake
did.
convocation to prepare for this one. We did already do a rehearsal for this.
You did. God, yeah. So good.
So I'm ready. I couldn't be more ready.
Okay, fantastic. All right, so you're going straight up there?
Yeah. Now's the time. There's nothing, no time like the present, and this present is currently convocation bound.
All right. You go up there, you got everything in your pocket, you got everything ready. And the top left, I have put you up there. Once you, let's see, what's a good... Yeah, let's go with this. You're going up through the city of Stone Sop, and once you get to the large building at the very top, it kind of looks like a giant cathedral, as there are stairs leading in the northwest, northeast, southwest, southeast to higher floors. And you see leaning against the wall is Judge Fandaniel with both his shields. Ah, Judge Halmerut, it's been so long.
Yeah, hail and well met, man.
You know you don't have to say hail, right? He's gonna kind of
Do I not? Isn't that okay?
His hands. If we were out and about in another city, probably maybe you could. However, Stonesop is the city of judges. Well, it's a city of Helgus. They helped create the judge order.
Uh-huh.
And and so they're very familiar whenever we're around. So being too formal can definitely seem weird, especially if you're being a little extra with it.
Oh, I just kind of always thought Judge Hallmarut should be extra.
In a way, just.
But
just
maybe
tell-
did that come up? That came up insincere. You didn't like that?
Yeah, it definitely came up as
Oh,
trying
man.
too hard.
Oh man, it was my first word. It was like the first word I had in Helgus, and I'm already being like full on judged for it, man.
It's fine. It's fine. Just.
God, worlds of hell. This is gonna suck. How can I get through all this? And I'm gonna be in the room with every judge.
Judge Hallmarut.
Uh,
He's gonna grab your shoulders. Calm down, please. For both of our sakes.
all right, and I'm gonna stop pacing, I guess.
Good. Honestly, in some instances, less is more. From what I've seen of you, that's a little difficult, but the more you do you, the easier it might be for other people to know. You know what I'm saying?
Understood.
Okay.
I'll be myself.
Okay. Have you ever been in like a professional setting, like needing to address a group of people, or in a boardroom setting, or anything like that?
I once had a delivery order to the church during service.
And
It was awkward.
Yeah.
In Leamon, yeah, you remember.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Oh God.
Yeah, delivering beer to a church mid-sermon is a choice. But they tipped well.
I'm sorry. What?
They're at church, they wanted drinks.
You know
They
what?
called us on the chapel phone.
Yeah. What was the name for the order?
Seymour?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Just follow my lead, and please don't do anything though that's just terribly stupid. You made it this far.
Already a start. Van Daniel's like begging with me.
He's just like, please don't embarrass me in front of my friends.
Don't do anything terribly stupid. Okay, I'll try my best, I guess. I'll try only doing smart things. Terribly smart things. Okay. Onward.
He's gonna lead you through the cathedral to one of the stairs, that small spiral staircase that leads upwards. You made it this far. You've done pretty decently. So
Wow. That's like the third nicest thing you've said to me.
yeah, don't make me regret it, please. He's gonna lead you down the hallway once you get to the top of the stairs, into a large room, which you will see.
Oh!
There are giant statues of each of the judges, lining the walls in a clockwise formation, and all of the judges standing in front of them as they all turn to greet you and Judge Daniel. Hey,
Hey.
sorry we were a little bit late, everybody. I just had to run out for a second. I found Judge Homroot on the way, and we're here. We're ready to begin. And Judge
Yeah.
Daniel goes
Hey,
to
everybody.
Judge Daniel goes to stand in front of his statue. All eyes are on you, Franklin, as you walk towards your statue.
And I pose. Looking around to see if everyone else's poses are also like, if they're posing with their statue or what they're doing. I just following along.
They're just standing casually, not really doing any poses or anything like that.
Can we get like chairs?
Well, we used to get chairs until that was ruined. I think it was the previous Judge Lawbrea that ruined that tradition. Judge Nabrialis is going to lean over to you. You're like, yeah, it was the previous Judge Lawbrea. I think 2 Lawbreas ago.
Oh,
Joker that one was.
of course. I just wasn't sure if we, moved on or not.
Would you like us to put it into the minutes? Make a motion to add chairs.
Oh, I don't. I mean, I don't know. They could be like, platform seats that like raise up from the ground, like big white cathedral-like seats that like change in height depending on which judge we are. Y'all sit in a big circle with white marble seats. There's probably like 13 of us in here, right? I just think it's a good design philosophy.
What?
Yeah, we could be Organization 12 or something,
You know what to do to put the motion forward, right?
No, I'm just idly chatting. Don't worry about me. This doesn't need a motion. Referencing Kingdom Hearts 2 does not require a motion.
Oh, is that one of those games people talk about all the time?
Yeah, no, it's a big one.
Okay. Great. She's gonna kind of shake her head as she, her body kind of goes back towards towards the center of the room as she looks around.
Yeah, I'm gonna think about how my first act as judge in the Convocation was outing myself as a gamer, and go back to standing patiently.
That's definitely a way to out yourself as a gamer. Yeah. Who knew? The old
Or a
Homeroot.
Disney fan.
The old Homeroot got into video games since everyone last saw him.
Look, the old Haru would absolutely get into Kingdom Hearts. That's fine. That is completely understandable.
You know what? He probably would once, if he was able to retire and not die doing so.
Mm-hmm. And not die, yeah.
Yeah.
If you were with us today, he would have loved the tribulations of Goofy, Donald, and Sora.
Well, at this point, you will see that Judge Metron puts up his arms towards Judge Duodolphin. Oh, why don't we, we're all here, why don't we get started with the festivities? Judge Duodolphin, you called us all together. I'm sure you have some information about the Rabanastre catastrophe, the most recent large-scale destructive event. And with that, all eyes goes to Judge Duodolphin as he takes a step towards the center of the room, standing right.
They do this
in the
hokey pokey
hustle.
style. Okay.
They sure do.
Yeah. Okay. I'm I'm calming down now because the balance in the circle is a little less lopsided. I'm noting the absence next to me, which means that all eyes who are looking for an absent judge, the next thing they look at is me or Fandaniel. So now our circle is balanced and I'm feeling a little better. I was imagining I'd have chairs so that I could sit on my hands if I got nervous. Now I don't know where to put my hands, and that's my most pressing concern currently. I gotta listen too. Fuck. I'm gonna try listening also.
We got really frilly sleeves you can tie them up in.
Yep, I'll just be hiding them in front of me, like I've got my hands in front of my tummy, but I'm actually kind of like playing with my hands in all the ruffles.
Can you roll me?
I'm at a code yellow. We're not near anything dangerous. Just that's the anxiety level.
Can you roll me an awareness minus 20 check?
Ooh. Something the DM doesn't want me to be aware about, but I could be.
That's true. 61. All right.
That minus 20 got me, or else that would have been a successful check. So
That's true.
hidden from view, hidden from mind.
All right.
I was scanning other judges at the time when something happened.
Yeah, you were looking left, right, seeing what you could keep your eyes on, and yeah. So, Judge Dodolphin, if you're wondering, does his feet make a little jingle with his spurs? They absolutely do with every step.
Wow.
Because he is dressed like a cowboy in armor.
God.
He
And is that actually how you spell Duodolphin?
yes,
Dudalphin?
yeah,
Okay, I gotta change some things.
yeah. Don't worry, most people spell it wrong. Honestly, every time I look at it, I'm pretty sure that I've spelled it wrong, and then I have to double check.
Yeah. Dudalophin.
Yeah, that's how you spell it. Great.
Thon. Wow, I've really missed every single vowel in that word. I got all the consonants right, just the vowels are wrong and in the wrong order.
You know, it happens. That's fine.
Yeah. Like to solve the puzzle. What does he say, sir?
As you are all very well aware from my investigations into the Ravenaster catastrophe a year ago, it turned out that there was an explosion deep within the Sky Fortress Bahamut. There was after tracking down almost everyone that has been a part of it, not the ringleader yet, we are still working on it, we have found that the perpetrators wanted to find more information on manufactured nethicite, how to create it, and how to find, if possible, more de-affected nethicite created by the Acuria. As you all are very well, you all know that de-affected nethicite is not possible to exist anymore due to the events of Queen Ashelia Benargan of Dalmasca and that whole ascension crisis from 150 years ago, but they were still trying to find that information. At the end of their research, they planted bombs to destroy that floor of Bahamut. However, those bombs were laced with manufactured nethicite, causing a much larger explosion to happen, not a simple implode that will take out one floor, but it sent the entire Sky Fortress crashing down onto Ravenastor below. There were a total of 6 individuals that night. A Moogle, 2 Humes, an Urutan, a Vieira, and an Angel. We have neutralized the Moogle and 2 Humes. Well, one of the Humes was neutralized, betrayed by the partners of the last 3. We have not found the Angel, and we did find the Vieira and the Urutan as they were traveling south to Rivencrag. From the information that we gathered, there is a Gareth that we are looking for by the name of Fenris, who was their organizer. This Fenris is at large and is probably very dangerous. If you're able to find them, or if you locate anyone that is able to find out anything about them, they are a high priority target to take down as soon as we can. As we found out, the Vieira and the Urutan were unaware of the magnitude of the lacing of the manufactured nethicite with their explosion. So we have recruited them.
Unaware?
To help us.
Ah.
Yes. Yes, they apparently did their best to minimize the destruction and would not have signed up for the job if they were told what the intended destruction was going to be.
Thorough.
And so, yeah, that also, in my investigation for that, also concluded one of my other researches of last year, that there was an Orosite I was tracking through Arcades and found in Bujerba. And so that is no longer in the hands of dangerous individuals. If my partners in the investigation would like to bring up anything else, I'd like to call Judge Van Daniel to the center. And he makes his way back to where he was standing in front of his statue. And with that, you see Judge Van Daniel make his way to the center of the room. Yes, as you all know, I joined Judge Duodolphin in the investigation of the Ravenastor catastrophe. I, and Judge Logriff split off to find whoever conducted these, and while I was tracking down some individuals, not exactly sure who, it might have been the Vieira and Urutan, I came across a warship in the Namiensa Sand Sea As we all know, this warship was, it was flying, obviously, so... Judge Igorom's gonna step up. Did you, take care of the aura site? Did you rap into the owners? Before stepping back, for future reference, whoever is speaking to question or bring up points will be stepping on the yellow circle to make it easy.
Noted.
The owner of the airship was yeah, the owner of the airship that I was able to track down and land on was unfortunately owned by Colin Ulster. It is at this point that you hear from everybody around the room. Oh, that guy. Oh, what an asshole. Why do we have to deal with that Colin? Such a dick. Yeah, yes, I know. I spoke with Mr. Ulster, and he assured me that his future airships will not have Orosite. I know, he's such a hypocrite. Yep. But, yeah, ever since then, spoke with him, got some assistance from Sky Pirates on further tracking down, and now I have, while we're here, I have both of my retainers as well as a few others tracking down Fenris. I'm sure we'll catch him in the near future. Judge.
Take a step. Could Colin Ulster be a vector for de-affected Nethicite? Are they in contact with the Acurians?
Not that we're aware of. It wouldn't make that much sense for him to have contact with the Acurians to create more de-affected Nethicite due to the fact that, well, Ulster owns most of the Skystone manufacturing mines and most of the oil mines in Evilise.
Right. That's why I would assume he would be looking for alternative methods. He wouldn't leave any stones unturned, you know?
It could be, but it was his grandfather that helped write the Rekoresh Safety Accords, that helped pen this whole group of judges to seek out Nethicite and Orosite, so that the dangers that have happened 80 years ago do not repeat themselves. Do I have any other questions? No? Well, in that case, I will leave it to Judge Logriff to take the stage.
Oh, yeah, popcorn style. I see.
Yes, it is popcorn style. And Judge Logriff is going to walk down towards the center.
As you all are very aware, like my colleagues before me have stated, I joined them in the hunt for those that are taking out the rabbit that conducted the Rabbit-Master catastrophe. However, in my research there, I came across a Dr. Al-Sid Rashad's shop in Buck Hollow. It is fully abandoned. I scoped it out with my retainers and he has not returned in some time. Now, he is a famed researcher. He is well known in secret circles to be good friends with Colin Ulster. And one thing that I don't know if he wants the effect in Nephesite, but I think he may want Orosite, Colin Ulster, because while I was in his friend Doctor's shop, I was able to find a secret basement where there's inscriptions, there's writings, there's circles, there's alchemy matrices. These matrices mimic ones that are found in Guru Vega.
At this point, everyone gasps a little.
Yes, a Guru Vegan.
Yes. As you are fully aware, Guru Vegan is the connection Evilise has to the Akiria. And the thing about these circles is that they don't have any trace of Deifactic Nephesite, but they do have traces of Orosite.
I knew it.
He was doing something in his basement that is akin to our Espers. And is using Orosite to make his goal succeed.
Oh shit!
Is there something you'd like to add, Judge Homeroom?
Oh, sorry, I didn't know if I said that out loud or in my head. Yeah. Is it cool? Can I come help with this?
Take the stage.
Only if you're done, I don't want to.
Go for it.
Okay, thank you, Judge Logriff. Bam! Pulling out of my pocket, funny Orosite. Check this out. Check this out. I guess you might need to come closer, or maybe not. I don't know.
The judges look at you curiously, and they do all step closer towards you to look at the Orosite you have in your hand.
Yeah, does it glow? Does it glow
does
with the
glow.
sigil on it?
It glows. It has its sigil, but the sigil
Yeah, I wanna
itself
hear
doesn't
everybody.
glow.
Oh. Yay.
Are you holding it up?
Yeah, you'll feel that? That's freaky, right? Whoa! Help!
Yeah, they're all getting a real close look at it.
I'm in so much danger right now. There are health bars all around me.
Oh, you should see how big these health bars are.
If this were if this were an MMO and I hit like consecrate or something in a 1 square radius, I'd be fucked. I would aggro the shit out of everybody.
Oh yeah.
All right, come around. Look at my funny rock. This is what I'm here for.
Can you give me any language you want minus 50? Actually, minus 20.
Yeah, I know this guy. I know this guy, how he talks. Yeah. Oh yeah, me and this
yeah.
rock, we've been going a little ways.
Oh yeah. You fully understand that it is talking about fire, destruction.
Yeah, this is my main part of the show and tell today. This is Bellius the Gigas, but like as an Orosite. It's pissed, and it just talks about like fire and destruction and stuff.
I can promise
It's real
you
bad.
immense power.
Yeah, it's talking like about power and stuff too.
Just trust me. Believe in me. I can give you anything and everything you want.
Oh, yeah. No, I trust you, buddy.
It takes a brief moment and then it goes silent. And Judge Logriff takes another step closer and puts her hand on the stone.
He's afraid. He knows the power. that's in
Don't
this
laugh
room.
at it. I mean, yeah, but like, who doesn't?
That is true, but to put an Esper to its knees, they wish to control humans and mortals.
Yeah, and it's kind of stuck to like the most controllable rock in existence.
It is. This is very concerning.
Yeah, no, I don't, it feels like a bummer, you know? I don't think Espers ever want to be stuck to a rock for any reason. But like someone's sticking Espers to rocks for some reason, and that sounds crazy to me.
Well, theoretically, it would be the strongest way to get an Esper into Evilus without destroying it altogether.
Say more?
Well, you're familiar with summoning. I'm sure you're very familiar. Given,
Let's go through the steps for everybody.
Judge Van Daniel.
Judge Van Daniel is going to step up. Haha, yeah. We are all familiar, especially Judge Homer here. As we all are very familiar, summoning is just when you call upon a deity for a fraction of its power for a brief moment. Most people can summon through calls, which are through the same magics as, magic, where you use the mist around us. However, there are stronger ways to do calls. There are stronger ways to do summons. Namely, grafting a summon onto a temporary object or onto a person. And it will use the sentimentality or strength of that object or that person. And so we people, we're pretty strong. But we're not as strong as Orosite. So if you were to graft an Esper to Orosite, and he kind of nudges at you.
Yeah, this is how espers can move around the world while being indistinguishable from actual Oracite. That's sneaky.
And their summoning will be much stronger than if you were to graft it to a person. Because of that.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like the most portable esper. You can, toss it around and stuff. Probably shouldn't, but like, kickball the esper, Bellius hacky sack.
Judge Emerald is going to put her hand up to her chin and kind of rub a little.
Yeah, but what happens if you're to summon an esper from an Oracite? Is it just a one-time thing, like everything, or is it closer to when we summon an esper?
QB, did I fight Bellius, or did I find Bellius summoned in some way? I don't think we did, right?
You did.
As far as
you did
we
fight
did.
Bellius. If you want, Judge Emmett Selk will chime in. Oh yeah. There was a cheap no-time gang mobster guy in Oscar. This is where we actually got the stone from. He summoned Bellius. Bellius came out and he had full strength. We were inside a city and he was able to cast magics.
Right.
And the room goes a little bit silent on the information that he could cast magic inside a city.
Yeah. That's magic, That's how it goes.
Yeah. Should be physically impossible.
Should be.
So yeah.
But also, I got a Rubik's Cube-sized demon in my hand.
So yeah, if you
Anyway, I gotta get out of this circle. This is stinky in here.
if you want a second eye witness to what that little stone could do, well, nothing that we've seen before, so it's great. Fantastic.
But
Yeah. But also, it's nothing outside of our, ability. Judge Emmett Self handled things very well.
Judge Emmett Selk looks at you with like his you can see past his mask that his eyes are like staring through you, as if he has a bright beaming smile. Oh, thank you so much for the compliment, Judge Hallmeroots. And he goes back to his spot in the outer circle, as everyone slowly does.
Oh. But not me.
Judge Pastrot's going to stay there, like, Judge Hallmeroot, would you mind keeping that stone in the center for the rest of the convocation, just to make sure that nothing bad happens?
I kind of do mind, but like only because I've had a situation where like, the lights go out and then they turn back on and something's missing in the room, murder mystery type stuff. Like, it makes me feel kind of weird.
That's fair.
But if that's the way,
Yes.
if that's the way things go, like, you know, I could do that still.
Yeah, we want to make sure that we have all eyes on it, and you know, if it does go missing, we can all sense it. So
Yeah, that's fair. That's true. Everyone else agree? We cool? Seconds or
everyone
whatever.
nods. Everyone
Okay,
nods.
cool. All right, yeah. Center of the room. Center of the room. My God, I gotta say goodbye. But it's been a weird time, my guy. But it was nice getting to know you. Nice getting to meet you. Wish we could have had, you know, better conversations. Maybe next time. Mr. The Gigius.
So, if we believe that this Dr. Al Sid Rashad was the one that created this aura site, for what purpose and where is he now? At that, everyone looks at each other.
Well, there's the idea that was brought forward by Judge Hallward earlier that this is to monopolize or neo-monopolize another aspect of travel. However, I don't see how putting an Esper in Aura site would help with that, to be completely honest. So it could be that. Or Dr. Al-Sid Rashad was doing it for someone else for a purpose we do not know. Has anyone come across any other Espers with an aura site just like this?
The circle of judges just look at each other, like, and start shrugging.
Alright, well, I guess I'll be searching for him once more. Or searching for him if anyone comes across the Dr. Rashad, let me know.
And she goes back to the top. And people look to you, Judge Homeru.
Oh, am I up next? I get tell a tale. Hello, judges. I'm Judge Hallroot. Gosh, where to start? This year's been kind of crazy. I feel like I got a lot of things that I gotta say, and frankly, I feel like I'm at a loss for words right now. I didn't know I was gonna be put on the spot like this, but well, Since the last year, a lot of things have changed. A lot of things stayed the same. Got preempted. The aura site was kind of the big one. Found some manufactured nethicite on one of the calls. I think it was. You know, I don't even remember where I got this. I was so distracted by the aura site that completely forgot where I found this manufactured nethicite. I will need to do a better job detailing that stuff later. I think I should tell you about has anyone had any weird encounters with the endless abyss of hell suffering? I had a chance encounter with oh, what's her name?
What is her name?
The madam of the Glabados family. Wealthy family of Arcades, I think.
The Glabados family is pretty large, and they're in Rosaria, but so you're gonna need to be a little more
Rosaria,
specific than that.
Yeah, this was we had a first name. I'm halfway there. Kid Glabados. Susan? Oh, yes! Ajora. It was Ajora Glabados. She like momentarily sent me to the hell dimension of all suffering, and time stood eternal for like an extremely long time, where I saw the bowels of hell. I don't know if it really meant much, but I just figured the Glabados family is something that that side of the Glabados family might have some kind of thing going on. No one else has had anything that sounds kind of like this. It was pretty distinct.
I don't have connections with the Glabados and have not experienced what you're describing, but Van Daniel, you're familiar with the Glabados family, and Judge Pastoral, you're gonna be in the Rosarian region. How do you two fare about any of this information? I've never heard of this Ajora Glabados or any of this information. Are you sure it's the Glabados?
Yeah, no, I'm very sure about that part.
All right. Do you know which house of the Glabados? Which branch? Which, if they were part of the main house, sub-house? Where did you meet them?
It was a sub house.
Can you help me with some of the details, QB? This was what, a year ago?
Yeah, it was a year and 5 months ago or so.
Yeah, there was a Ajora Glabados.
Yeah.
It was a sub branch of the Glabados family. We were transporting them from one of the main cities.
From Bravania to Mulan.
Right. Yes. Okay. Okay, yeah.
This was a lesser family. Their last known whereabouts are Muland, and I think they're from Bravania. Like I'm pretty sure they're from Bravania.
Well, the from narrows it down to literally all of the Glabados, but the two will help us identify who this is. Did you spot anything? Anything that I mean, obviously they had you see hell. Apparently, a vision of hell. Was there anything,
Yeah.
Orosite or Nethicite about them? Anything at all?
So not particularly. However, the kid that I talked to who sent me to the hell dimension definitely had like old eyes. They were like deeply old, and there was something about them particularly that gave the same kind of vibes as Orosite, but it wasn't like the same. The kid was setting me off, and then sent me off, and then I woke up in Mulan.
Well, Judge Albert, would you specifically like to take on this challenge, find this kid once more, and bring them before us?
Yeah. I mean, I think I could do that. If you think it's worth, the effort.
Well,
I don't want to put out any of my other duties.
We would rather be safe than sorry on this. We have come across people in the past that have tried to that have had more knowledge than they should, and sometimes they were just blessed with visions. Either they came across wells of mist within yachts that needed to be sealed. If that was the case, we would be the ones that can seal those, so that others don't get visions like this, because it can be a lot. It can be very traumatizing for regular humans, just like us, regular mortals.
Okay, thank you, Judge Eberall. That's why I brought it up. I just didn't know the scale of what I was seeing, and that helps me understand it a lot better.
You're welcome. It's we would while our primary job is to remove oversight. There have been special jobs that not every judge has done. So that's why I'm explaining this to everyone. It's usually that Judge Mitron and I would take charge of. Judge Ultima used to do it, but we all know what happened. Or the lack of what happened, really.
Well, yeah. That thing. Well, outside of that, have any of you had, any encounters with a god named Evloeb?
Everyone's gonna look at each other curiously and shake their heads.
He, does a squats thing. If you've seen him, you can't miss him. He looks weird. and is always doing squats. Like this.
We'll be sure to be on the lookout for this Ed flew up, you said?
Yeah, no, I was out of commission for a couple of months. Because I got sucked into his pocket dimension.
Okay. Yeah. Well, not the first time I heard of that happening,
think I had-
but also.
Not the first time you heard of that happening. You could just catch. Okay, yeah. Sure. Okay. Yeah. No, I ended up encountering a whole bunch of people from around Evilise, and they all seemed cool.
Yeah?
But it was weird. We played games, I guess, for like 2 months straight until the god was happy and satisfied. Not malicious, not malevolent god, but definitely pernicious, auspicious, devilicious, bootylicious.
Are you feeling alright, Judge Hopper?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I slept really well last night, but thanks for asking.
Okay, alright, well. If any of us get sucked up into an alternate dimension, we'll be sure to let you know.
Oh. I appreciate it. I just, I'm trying to think of things that are, have world level consequences. Well, I guess if anyone else has world level consequences, you could take the next dive, take the next crack at this whole thing, and I'll get out of here.
Everyone looks at you as you're walking. Everyone looks at you as you're walking off, and with that, Judge Labrea kind of tilts his head to the left and right, as if trying to get any kinks out of his neck. That was very entertaining, Judge Homeriert. Thank you for that.
I do a bow and I stick out my tongue at him behind my mask.
Well, as you are all very aware, I have been monitoring the war between Waswar and Vidro since its inception, and I am happy to report that there is nothing to report. Judge Emerald, your
Nothing.
turn.
Wait. What about peace talks, though?
What about peace talks?
Are we not anywhere closer with that? The war rages on, and you're just keeping it going?
I mean, they've been at war for several years. That's up to them. That's not our job.
Oh, then why is that your beat then, if it's not your job?
So, whenever there's a war,
Yeah.
you know this, Judge Homer.
Yeah. Okay, I
One
put
of
this
us-
together. There's no news is good news.
Exactly.
I misconstrued that. Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, no news means that no one's using Orosite to get the upper hand on the other person, or manufacture Nethicite to get the upper hand on the other person.
Okay, I just hope peace comes soon. But you also have no news on
I
if there's
guess.
any peace coming soon? What do you mean, I guess? Come on.
I don't care. They do what they want to do.
I can tell. Man. Alright. You're better at this than I am.
As you say that, he's going to... He's turning around to go back to his spot, but as you say that, he turns his head back to look at you curiously, thinks for a moment, and then goes back, finishes returning back to his spot.
I look back at Judge Fandaniel to see what look he's giving me.
He is looking at you with a bit of concern, a little bit of he's hiding with his hands on his cheek as he's just like, oh my god. As Judge Emerald comes to the center.
Well, I have some good news as well. As you all know, I have been in Drekka this entire time since Drekka's off on their own road. They do their own thing. But they are still a part of the Recreation Safety Accords. So we want to make sure that they are safe. There was an uprising that the government put down. Luckily for everybody here, but especially luckily for everyone there, no one used any illegal stones during that uprising. So, honestly, it's been a little bit quiet in the last 10 years. Which, I mean, good news for us? Good news for the world? Hopefully we won't have any weird things going on, like over in Judge Homer's world.
Yeah, hopefully not. I wish no one to have to live the life I lead.
Yeah, well, yeah. If Judge Librarian, my report.
Thanks, Emerald, for the shout out.
You're welcome.
Everybody picking on me now.
At this point, if you look over, Judge Homer has his hands up, like subtly, like at chest level, with his fingers like going down, trying to tell you to simmer.
Yes. Well, it's definitely like you and Lauber pointed out. No news is good news. So we hopefully that's everything that we'll come across. So that's everything that I have to report since the last convocation.
And next after this would be Judge Igayorm, but we are at our halfway point. So you can breathe easy a little bit, Trorby, as we are going to take our break. And
Been in a convocation for 2 hours and I haven't been caught yet.
you haven't been caught yet. You thought it was going to take nowhere near as long.
My over-under was like 5 minutes tops. Okay. Yeah, we're halfway through the judge check-in.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool.
So,
Awesome.
with that, I got a question for you. What does your character think their
Yeah.
biggest weakness is? And we will be answering that after the break. But I need to stall for a hot second because I forgot to pull up the application that I use for the break.
Oh yeah, Borat's calling out that's the episode 3 question. And this is an episode 4.
No, episode 4 is what does your character think their biggest weakness is. Episode 3 is
Oh.
what does your character think their biggest strength is.
Right, that makes more sense. That's
Yeah.
what we did answer last time.
Yeah. So, with that, we'll be back in 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. See you all soon.
Gotta go to the
Bye.
little judge's room.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Steal the Skies. We're back from the little judge's room.
That's right, we are.
Did you have a good
Everyone
time?
has to go in the same place. There's no
Right in the-
gendered bathrooms in the judge's rooms.
It's true. I mean, the genders is judge.
Judge.
That's it. I left you off with a question. The question is, what does
Yes.
your character think their biggest weakness is?
Oh
judge,
man,
gender,
for Homeroot,
and
it is so much easier to define judge, gender, and executioner. That's right, Crysta. That you are. Crysta knows. Crysta also has a little judge's room on her.
It's true.
That is how it works. It is so much easier to identify Franklin's weaknesses than last week identifying his strengths. Franklin's biggest weaknesses: punching, hitting, attacking, planning for combat, tactics, and strategy. Basically, that whole thing. Franklin's strength is Franklin's biggest weakness.
Frank, would you like someone to help with that?
I don't know. I've been getting by just fine.
You might come across world-ending situations, though. And not
Oh,
have
you're right.
another
I don't want to
judge
have
with
those
you.
happen to me alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should drag someone else into those world-ending situations, shouldn't I? That would be the responsible thing to do.
It would be. Well, I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do to get your retainer.
I need to have tryouts. I need to have like a American Idol-esque like a situation where I give people a big a yellow ticket to Hollywood, and that's to become a judge's. Yeah.
Well, if
Bless you.
sorry. Well,
I thought I could hear something build it up.
Yeah. If nothing too exciting to off the wall happens for the rest of this, we could have tryouts next episode. End off season 6 with figuring out who your retainer is going to be.
Oh, I love this idea.
Okay.
Could people like submit little voice samples and be like, "Hi, I'm this character," and just like make up a character who could be like they have to like list their things or something. We could put a little a form out or something, you know?
Oh, we're gonna put a form out. It's gonna be it's not gonna. It's gonna be more. It has to be more in depth than that.
Yeah. Just it doesn't have to be like super in depth. Just like a couple of like blanks that you fill out, or you I don't know. I feel like voice clips. This is something that would be good for voice clips, and then people could just put in like as many voice clips as they want for whatever characters they want.
Yeah.
I think that'd be fun. I think that'd be really fun.
We'll figure something out. Yeah. And,
But yeah, that would fix my my biggest weakness, I guess, which
true.
is punching things. I'm a very good assisting character, but I have no party,
Yeah. It's
which is inherently a limitation.
you are a fantastic support person with no one to support.
I'm a glass cannon with no cannon. Nix the cannon.
Okay, that got me. That got me more than I thought it would. Jeez. Okay, fantastic. Well, we'll see what we can do. I have been talking to possible options, and I'll put out some feelers for people that want to have some joke characters that want to join, or that can make some fun characters. because you can't have a tryout with like just one or two people. You have to have a whole group.
Yeah.
So,
I gotta think. How does Judge Halmerud, how does Franklin go about soliciting this contest, right?
yeah. Yeah.
Just flyers on the street. Who thinks they're a tough guy? Tough guy competition coming up.
Yeah. All right. So if you are free on,
Are you a really tough guy who doesn't have a lot going on in their life and can be uprooted very easily? Well, come on by.
come on down and see what it's all about. People in chat, I'm going to put this in the Discord, but if you're free on July 11th, during Crysta Do a Flip Times, please let me know if you want to make a fun character. Even if you're...
Okay, yeah, 2 weeks from today. 2 weeks from today, we can put on a fun collabed show. I like this.
Yeah, even if you're looking at it and you're realizing, oh, I don't know if I have enough moxie to be in 2 or 3 streams, you could just do it as a guest. Have a character that's obviously a joke. Someone that...
Yeah. Are you America's next top retainer? Find out.
Lux, no, you cannot be on 3 votes. I know you'd love to, but no. I am going to disqualify
Eva Lisa's
you right
next
there.
top retainer, I guess it would be.
Although you can sign up to be a part of this fun episode. Well, are you ready to...
Yeah, Luxito doesn't... This isn't necessarily signing up to be on 3 votes. This is Luxito's chance to move from one vote to another.
True. We can...
Yeah.
What if Tears of Guard's just tired of the other partners on his boat? He wouldn't be, but...
Not even tired, but, just applies. What if Lux's characters or any of the other Steal the Butt Skies characters applies as themselves?
Oh, just the characters themselves just apply?
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Just as a fun bit.
that would be so funny. Well, are you ready to get back to the Convocation?
Yes. Oh, that would be a fun bit. That would be a very fun and funny bit up to and right into the moment that Doc applies for the gig. And then it's not a fun bit anymore. We're not having fun. It's very nerve-wracking. The stakes are way higher than intended.
Oh, yeah, especially... what's
Oh
gonna
crap!
happen
Oh
by
crap!
then.
Oh crap! Can't let that. Oh jeez.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's... yeah, that'd be good. If anyone wants to just...
Why do you want to
audition
be
with
Judge
the
Hamarut's
guys.
next top retainer? Doc, multiple docs typing furiously.
Oh, that'd be so good. Well, you want to get back to the Convocation?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
This
well, we can
is
talk.
scary. This is hard. I messed up my whole speech, but like for real. I had like a whole thing ready and a whole thing planned, but then I became like the 3rd judge on deck and wasn't ready, and I totally tripped. I for real, me like stumbled immediately, like forgot all my notes, mom's spaghetti, the whole thing, and I'm stuck, and I guess Frankie is too by extension. I'm stuck, just like, damn it. I had a better way to put this all. That's less... that doesn't out me as badly. Yeah.
Okay.
That's how it goes.
That's how
Anyway,
it goes.
that said, yes, I'm very ready. I'm ready to keep going. I'm ready to see the rest of the judges' stuff, and I'll probably not interrupt them with some chicanery. I definitely wouldn't. That would be improper.
That would be improper. Before we get into
Be
things,
frowned upon.
before we get into anything, can you give me an awareness -20?
heck yeah, I can. I'm 1 for 1 on freaky minus 20 checks. Yeah, baby!
All right.
I'm gonna find out the missing 12th judge is in this room.
Funny that you mentioned the
Under
missing
the
12th
floorboards,
judge.
their heart is beating.
No.
Ultima?
On top of the Judge Ultima statue, you do see something sparkling a little bit. Something a little shiny.
Is someone boring talking right now?
Judge Eagleworm's going up to talk.
Okay, yeah.
They'll have a lot to say.
Gonna like just kind of turn over into. Can I get a better look at this thing? This shiny thing?
The statue is very tall.
Is there any break periods coming up? Do we have any? Has Judge Duodolphin scheduled any
I mean, there's eventually
judge breaks?
There eventually has to be a break.
Ugh, it's too tall up there. It's too high. Okay,
But,
I'm going
as
back
you
to my
were-
spot.
As you were taking a look, you did hear from Judge Van Daniel's side of the room. I'll move, Judge Homer. And by the time you get back to your spot,
Sorry.
Judge Eagleworm is going to look at you. Is there something you'd like to point out?
Oh, no, I thought I saw like a fly in here or something. It was bugging me.
Ah, I see. Well,
And by that I mean my fly was down and it was bugging me, and so I, had to turn and zip it up.
Judge Van Daniel's gonna audibly slap his forehead.
I'm gonna look at him and be like, thumbs up. This is a perfect... Nailed it.
Well, since you were
No room for questions. Everyone knows exactly what I was doing walking away for a second. Y'all have been there.
Well, as you were distracted with your own attire,
You were saying?
I've been infiltrating the Blue Lotus group that you and Judge Van Daniel were able to put a report on.
Yes.
Over a year ago. I have found multiple bases that they have throughout the Odalian continent, mostly on the western end, some of them in the Rosarian section across the spine, but mostly in Vidro and on the Odalian part of the Holy Adorn Empire. But I have found that their objective, for some reason, is to neutralize judges, to take us out. Everyone starts laughing.
Very funny.
Tell us, Judge Igiorm, how much trouble have they truly given you in the past? Oh, none. Basically, I find one of the bases. They are small fry. They're shrimps. They tried to take me out. They think that they're small numbers, but usually one of them has a manufactured nethicite on hand. I just take it and cut them down. That's it. It's literally the easiest job ever. But
Isn't that where I got the didn't I get Iggy Bellius from them?
No, you got it from the the
You're backwards.
Mahoney.
Your voices are backwards. Yeah, that's right. It was the Mahoney gang.
Yeah, you got it from the Mahoney boss.
Okay. Then I think the manufactured deathicide I got was from the. That was the part I was getting backwards.
Yeah, you got the manufactured nethicite from the Blue Lotus.
I thought that was from the Mahoney gang. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Now I'm on the. Now I remember all the things that I've done.
With that,
Connected.
Judge Egiorm's going to go back to his spot. And Judge Nabrialis is going to take the center.
Yes, as you are all aware, of recent events, since within the past couple of months, there have been city-states within the Holy Adoran Empire defecting from said empire. They once came in wanting amnesty protection from the Eudorans. However, there have been continuous uprisings, continuous movements of secession from said empire. Normally this would not be too much of an issue. However, whenever I go to one of these cities, there's a lot of lingering mist. Whoever is driving these movements has oversight with them. And not just one piece of oversight, but several. They're not too terribly distinct, except for one that I found. It was in Drollus, on the Romandan continent. It's there for a little bit, and as I was trying to track it down, it went eastward. As if, and I tracked it a little bit further, but I left the trail a little bit to come to this. I do have retainers continuing my search. There are further reports, further rumors and whispers that some of the leaders of these defecting cities have shown or experienced supernatural events sometimes. Possibly they're connected to what Judge Hobart was mentioning about earlier. It is within the same empire, but hard to know for sure without further inquiry. But that is what we can speculate. Thank you.
It is going to, since you have already spoken, although normally you would be next, you and Fandaniel have spoken, so Judge Pasteron will make to the center of the room.
Oh yeah. Of course.
Judge Nabrialis is going to look over at you before returning her attention to Pasteurot. Well, as other recent discoveries have come about, I will be the one that is that has been monitoring the events with this civil war in Rosaria. In the past,
Oh?
the Glabros family and the Margrace. The Margrace and the Glabros families were ones that had large stores of orosite, so we want to make sure that they have truly handed all of them over, like they said they have. But having eyes there is the perfect explanation, the perfect reason to keep a close watch on them, as my retainers are currently doing while we are here, and that will continue to do when we return. If either of them find, if either my retainers or I have found any use of corrupted stones, we would be very aware of it. And the hammer of justice will be swift. Thank you.
Hey, where did this guy go? That was awesome. That was a good one. Are we allowed to smoke during this?
No.
Is this a smoke-free convocation?
This is a smoke-free convocation, yes.
Okay, just wondering.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Yeah.
Judge Almerut, didn't know that you took up smoking.
Is that your official position? Is this supposed to be?
Oh,
Why don't you, Mitra? You've been smoking?
No, I just never took you as someone that
Oh.
smoked. Just concerned for your health, that is.
Yeah, thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Is there something else you wanted to address about me? Something on my face?
He might not want to, but I've been a little curious about you, Judge Harmroot. You definitely, seem different from what I remember.
Well, tell me what you remember, and I'll tell you who I am.
Well, you definitely weren't afraid to tell me off before. Several years ago, last time we met before our adventure in Oscarin, if it's the same you as that was in Oscarin, it's, I would always get under your skin, intentionally so. And we had such a fun friendship where you would just tell me how psychotic I was every single time. And everything that I did. You seem like you're trying to be more reserved than you were before.
Well, I gotta look around the room. Is this the right time for this? Do we want to, get distracted with other business?
Well, there's only two other people's business to go over.
That could be a lot of business. I don't want to,
It can be a lot, but if you want, we can discuss this afterwards.
Oh, I mean, if I'm clear to go, then I'll just start going, okay? I've seen this guy. I've seen
Judge Holmroot,
Judge
now
Van Daniel.
might not be a good time.
Well, there you have it. See, Judge Emmett, so it's not the. What are you talking? This is not the right time for this. If you want to go around with me, we can go around. I don't want to do it in front of all the judges, but if you go, we go. Let's get back to business.
Oh, you caught me.
I'm sure you have a lot. You've been busy.
I have been. I sure have been. Well, there's the business that you and I have. We found
Yep.
Bellius together. We encountered the. We found the Mahoney. All that. That's not all. I've also found that there are faint traces of Orosite in Osgurn. I originally thought it was due to the Orosite that you and I found, the Bellius stone, the Ares stone. However, it was different. I could sense that once you took the Ares stone away, it was gone. You took it very far, and there was another stone that spent a lot of time in Oscar, longer time than the Bellius stone did. So, I tracked it down. I thought I found it with the Sky Pirate group, but I couldn't find it. They didn't have it in the ship. They didn't have it with the contraband that they were smuggling. Contraband that we don't really care about. More of a logistics with the countries there. So, not really my interest, but it was, I was very close to it. I could really sense it, but it was, just out of my grasp. If only I could have been there. Could have just seen it. I'm sorry, I'm really, punishing myself with this. But yeah, it might be a stone similar to what we found. It might be different.
Oh, really?
Yes, it definitely felt similar.
Well, you want to head a team up to find that spot in Oscar and dig it up, or find the Sky Pirates that were there?
Yes.
Assuming they're still alive.
Oh, yes. No, I left them intact. Don't worry. Don't worry about that. If anyone does,
nope, wasn't worried, but now I'm less worried.
if anyone does come across a Sky Pirate team that is a Numo, a Gria, a Constrict, and a Viera, just
Oh, come on.
question them a little bit longer.
That could be anyone, I think.
They could be.
That's like most Sky Pirate groups you meet, I think. You just described like a third of them.
You always did have a knack, a love for the freedom that Sky Pirates have.
Yeah, they cool. I don't know what you're trying to say. Does that say something about me? That I'm with it? That I'm hip?
No, just that we know that you long for
Is it
something.
dig at my deep-seated Beach Boys collection?
You're what
That
now?
makes me feel whimsical. Never. The Beach Boys. Everyone knows the Beach Boys?
Everyone starts shaking their head.
You know, come on down to Kokomo. Mariba, Jamaica. Ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahama. I'm looking at Fan Daniel. Come on, pretty mama. Yeah, I go. No? Okay, well.
He has his palm over his face.
Nobody wants to go to Kokomo. Fine.
What the hell is a Kokomo?
I like traveling. It's a Kokomo. It's a city in, I think, Panama. I think.
Panama?
Jamaica? Is it in Jamaica? It's in the song, right? Jamaica. Where is Kokomo?
We have no
Shoot,
idea.
I never thought about this. Huh.
Are you
Okay.
feeling alright?
Am I what?
Are you feeling alright, Judge Homer?
No, because I'm feeling totally fine and normal because I'm not smoking in here. My mind is uninhibited. It's cool.
Alright. Yeah, we'll have that discussion after Judge Metron's report.
Last report.
Judge Metron steps towards the center of the room. You can tell with every single step, there is weight to it. He is
Big man.
a big man. If this room wasn't out of stone, it would shake with every step. Yeah, it's short. I have two things to report. There was a rogue group up in the northern part of Arcades. They were using manufactured nethicite. Might have been part of Blue Lotus. Might have not been. It's hard to tell. The other information that I have, I'm sure everyone is fully aware. And he looks straight at you, Judge Homer. We have a traitor in the room. An imposter.
I'm stepping over to Judge Dobrell. I'm like, look, get a load of this guy. You kidding me?
Judge Nabrialis looks at you and then swings her hammer up onto her shoulders, just like in the pose that she's in.
Damn, that's
As
cool.
Judge
I'm terrified.
Metron grabs you by the collar.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Who are you?
Hey! You big, beautiful hunk of oak, get your grubby mitts off me! Can I slap his hand down? I'm Judge Hamaru.
Yeah, it's a contested strength check.
I think it's a test of him being a polite person and not an asshole. A test of reminding him his duty in this room. and that we are professionals in here. Or else I have to go to my secret weapon immediately,
Oh wait, I don't have to roll a D100.
which is mostly a mix of groveling and... Huh?
I don't have to roll a D100. He has his own strength check on his character sheet.
Test the strength. Yeah. Shoot. Oh, shoot. Why is that a thing?
Hey, there was a player that tried to fight a judge earlier, so I had to make character sheets for all of them.
Ah!
Yeah, you can tell that your slap of his hand wasn't really what made him let go, just him, but he gives you the satisfaction. You let go for a second.
Yeah. I'm not trying to outstrength him. I'm just trying to, like, you know, remind him of what we're doing here.
You are
You got
not Judge Homer. Not the one that we initiated into the order.
Hey! I'm looking at everyone in the room, pleading to the room here. Hey! Judge Beatron, know your place. What are we doing here? What is this, kangaroo court? You can just walk up to any judge and grab him by the neck? Come on now! What proof do you got?
Take your helmet off.
I don't... You take your helmet off, asshole. Sorry, that wasn't polite of me. I mean, I respect you, Judge Beatron. Just... I don't know, take your helmet off.
He's going to grab his helmet and pull it off of his head. It's
Oh!
your turn.
What does he look like? I want to hear the description of Judge Beatron's face. I want to take it in. Taking the visage in.
He's got a very square face. His hair is short, and it's gray. You can see there are everything from his cheekbone to his chin is very chiseled, very defined.
You're telling me this guy's never listened to the Beach Boys? Not once? Even my grandpa. Alright. That's cool, but I don't think that actually proves that you're a judge, you know? Like, I mean, obviously you're Judge Beatron, but like... Even if I take off my helmet, aren't you just gonna tell me to take my clothes off next? Strip down for you? I don't trust like that.
Well, I've seen the previous Judge Homer.
Whoa!
His face.
Yeah, you have. Oh. Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, come on, man. Why you gotta be like this?
What happened to him?
I'm gonna look at Fandaniel. What's Fandaniel's body language telling me? He's like my third base coach right now.
Judge Van Daniel's frozen. He is.
Oh, come on, man.
He is scared.
I look over at Judge Dabrialis. Is she still, or is he? Are they still holding the 10-ton hammer that is 30 minutes away from crushing my skull?
Oh yeah. Judge Van Daniel is going to run over, like, when you look at him. Judge Metron. Yeah, so funny story, long story short. Judge Homru got his head stuck in his helmet, so he can't really take it off.
Yeah. No, I'm like so swollen up in here. I'm like a hot dog in a, but I got microwaved in a plastic bag. I'm like filling this thing up.
It's all the nerves from that Balia stone you found, right? Yeah, yeah. So
I've been carrying that weight across the country for way too long.
And so, yeah, you just can't take the helmet off. What are you covering from? What happened to the previous Judge Homeru? He was your friend, wasn't he? Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we went on long missions.
So hold on. We are so far from the point here. Judge Metron, you are accusing someone in our court of not being who they are. You say there is a spy in here, and I want to know what of my work makes you think that I am a spy in contempt of the judges.
Not entirely a spy, but definitely an imposter. And I want to know why.
Okay, because you just told everyone in this room that I'm a spy, and I'm saying that that's fucked up. That sucks, man. I'm not running over to you and saying I think you're super sus, and I think that you're among us. I'm standing here being polite, waiting for everyone's turn.
You know what? Yeah, you do have a good point. Quick question. What did you get for me on my birthday 10 years ago?
Oh my god, go back to your spot, Metron. Holy shit, dude. We can totally talk about this afterwards. Unless someone puts a motion ahead and we, have it out.
Then I'll put the motion ahead.
Yeah, go to your spot and do it, though. Jeez, dude. That guy's cool. See how big that guy was? Mountain.
He's gonna go
Not
to
even
the center of
great.
the room.
I put the motion ahead. Judge Homeru's been acting a little different, wouldn't you all say? I just want to make sure that we don't have anyone that somehow found a way to kill another judge. Judge Homeru, I motion for you to come to the center.
I second that. I want it on the record. I second that motion. But also that, my hand's kind of forced on this, right?
Then come to the center.
Come on, guys. Parliamentary procedure, my ass. Cleft in my cheeks. Okay. Are we ready?
Yeah. Show us.
You look, alright, hey everybody, I'm Judge Homeru. I'm a judge. That means I go protect this place, right? You want your proof, you bunch of assholes. And I gotta take off my shirt and show them that I got the back tattoo, right? You see that? You see that? That is the mark of a judge. Specifically Judge Homeru, or so I'm led to believe. Here's the thing. I am...
And I'm gonna take off my mask. I am the reminder that your time on this world is limited. Judge Homeru, that you knew, is not me, but I am Judge Homeru. I I saw Judge Homeroot in his last day. I got to know him. He came to my bar. And later that night, I saw where he took his last breath. And ever since that day, I have unwittingly and unknowingly carried the job of judge. I've done the best I can with what I got, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job, just all things considered. I'm sorry I'm not the previous Judge Homeroot to everyone in this room if you're expecting something else. I've learned enough about being a judge and being the right guy to do the judge job. I've figured out enough to know that everyone in this room is a stone cold motherfucker. And like, that's cool, and I respect it, and I get we kind of are doing this convocation. This is obviously my first one, so I'm trying to get the ropes, figure out what to do. I was told I've got a lot of questions otherwise, but I don't want to bore you with the details. Judge Van Daniel's been doing an incredible job of helping me learn this position, while also trying to, be a part of the judge community without scaring everyone too much about what happened. I don't think it's part of any bigger scheme, but yeah, Judge Homeroot did die in Le Monde, which is in the basement of Le Monde, like below where I used to work. And so now I'm Judge Homeroot. Hey. Hi, everybody.
Everyone's gonna look at you kind of, it's hard to see, like, how everyone's expressions because of their masks. Judge Nabrialis puts the head of the hammer down on the ground. You can see Emmett Selk laughing to himself as he steps up. Ah, it all makes so much sense now. Okay, yeah. So, you were the one that was an Oscar with me, right?
Yeah, no, we have proof of this.
Yes. Well, I didn't know if he passed on that information
I figured
to you before he passed. Well, that would make sense how you had
I just
no
read the
idea.
emails on the boat.
Yeah, exactly. That would make sense how you had no idea that you could use the mist of our espers within cities.
I mean, I just, I'm still figuring that out with Homer, with my Esper.
I mean,
This kind of part of things.
it's definitely all metaphysical. Yeah. No.
Yeah. Judge Emmett Selk, do you remember your first day being Judge Emmett Selk?
Yeah, I do actually.
Did you know you could use your Esper to just summon right away
Yeah, I did.
in cities?
Yes. I learned that when I was a retainer.
That makes sense. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
judge school, I guess, from what I hear.
Oh, this makes sense why you don't have a retainer. Because we didn't initiate you and you weren't Oh. Yeah. No, I
So
get
if
it.
you all just have been passed down from retainer to your retainer over and over?
Yeah, essentially, basically, we all were retainers, and then we got the job by proving ourselves.
Yeah, is anyone like a kid of the previous judge or something?
Oh yeah, that's happened before.
Okay. Yeah. I only asking because, yeah, I think I now understand why Judge Halmerud has brought me here. With his last act and his last defiant breath. Wow, yeah, no, see, you know, it's not hating on the system or anything, but, seems like, and I'm gonna take a big old drag from. Seems like we got a nepotism problem here. Cause, yeah, no, if you're all just being drawn from the same guys over and over and over, then, that's a power structure that could easily just topple the whole thing. I don't think there's any problem here, but yeah, I don't come from that cloth. I didn't get the, you know, the grand opening welcome treatment in any way. Just to hit the ground running, doing my thing, being a judge. Trying not to die. I, you know, worked as a bartender for a long time, and my life was not nearly as threatened as it is now. But yeah, you know, c'est la vie.
New Judge Halmerud. How would you?
I'll take that. I will take that. Thank you, Judge Posturat. I know it's called me New Judge Halmerud. That feels great, dude.
How would you, if you don't want to take on retainer, how will you know the person you are putting the balance of all life itself on evil lease? How do you know you're putting in the right hands?
Oh,
because we do have to
Judge
fight
Posturat.
gods occasionally.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know. Obviously, I'm still new to this. Haven't gotten to weigh the qualms of that existential problem because I'm still stuck at the previous one, which is a man with the weight of the world on his shoulders just passed all of the power of the world to me. How the previous Judge Halmer, you all know the previous Judge Halmer. This you guys know him probably way more than I do. I know him a little bit. We had a beer. It was a good beer, and I think we really hit it off. You know, we were having a great time talking about the weight of the world and what happens if it falls on your shoulders. Which now, in hindsight, I'm starting to realize might have been some kind of test. But I was just doing my job, so. That's all I do. I just go out in the field and do my job. So, yeah, no, I'm still thinking about that part. And, as far as I get, I think that, I think he just put it to fate and, a little bit of like, if you know, you know. I don't know if I'll do the same thing with my judgeship. You know, I think I should take on some retainers. You know, cut some of the slack, get a little help around here. I could see that happening for me.
Yeah. What I personally would recommend is at least one so that you can train who's going to replace you, as opposed to letting them learn as they go, so that they are ready for when the time comes. And also, having them do the paperwork is a lot easier than doing it yourself when you're busy also saving the world.
I figured I'd just like die next to a king or some like elected official that people trust, and then, you know. I don't know, man. I'm not thinking about dying. I'm thinking about where to get the next rock that smells like asshole. I'm trying to figure out where the next person that's gonna kill me is gonna come out of the night with a knife. You know, there's a lot more on my mind currently than like my next of kin, you know?
And this is why the previous Judge Homer should have had his own retainer, so that he wouldn't have to hoist this on someone who isn't qualified, who could think about all of that and their next of kin.
Judge Emerolov out here. Judge Emerolov You're the one saying I'm unqualified.
Yeah.
Look at my work. Look at what I put out. I got 2 bad rocks, not in the hands of Evilise, okay? I come back next year. We do this convocation again. I come back with 3 rocks or 4. All out of the hands. I'll get one of these deifacted nethicite from the Acuries. That sounds crazy. If I'm understanding my Latin roots, that's some god stone. That sounds awesome. I come back with one of those. Look at my work.
Yeah,
Please.
Did you get those with help or on your own?
I got them with help. That's the job. You asshole.
Okay.
Look at me. I can do it all on my own. I can pretend to stop wars. Woo! Dude, leave me alone. I'm doing my job. I'm not coming at your whole side of the world.
She's gonna pull out her spear and take a step closer.
I advise you knock that off.
Advise me to knock that off. Kangaroo court in here. You kidding me? You can just draw weapons on people in here.
I understand the previous Judge Homer saw something in you, but I don't. You make one wrong move.
Yeah, that's why you're not Judge Hamaru.
You make one wrong move.
I'll just walk away. I'm out of here. Look, I'm a judge. I believe in y'all's cause. Maybe this makes it sad. It makes me sad every day that I don't get to, that the other Judge Hamaru's not here doing a kick-ass job for you all. I wish he was here too. But I'm here doing my thing. If you don't like it, you know, we can talk about it. Just tell me how to do better. I want to do better for all of you, you know? Not gonna hide, not gonna run behind some heavy armor, big sword, big sick looking hammer. I'm just me. And do the thing, you know? Anyway, I'm gonna put the helmet on. We can get back to work. Okay?
Okay.
Well, I'll continue to keep a close eye so that Judge Emerald Oath does not, and so I'll make sure nothing bad happens if it's okay with everyone else. Yeah. I think that's everything that we have to discuss for now. I think we can break for the day.
I got one more motion to make.
Oh, yeah. Judge Homer, take the floor.
Yeah. Sorry, I know things got hectic in there, but part of my reveal does mean that there's a job to do, right? So we need somebody on this Layman situation. We have I know someone did was it do a dolphin or La Brea? One of you was doing who was last in Lamont?
Yeah, that would be me, Judge Homer.
Daniel. Yeah.
It would either be
No, I've
me,
already
Judge
got my-
Metron or
Yeah.
Judge Dolphin, but the last investigation in Lemond was when the previous Judge Homer and I were there, where we met you.
Okay, yeah. So I got understanding that somewhere within that sect of their religion, that church is fucked. That church is like super fucked. whatever I saw down there in that sewer before I understood what was going on, that thing I saw down there was crazy. It killed Judge Hamaru, old Judge Hamaru, one shot. No, it was clean. It was so fast. Yeah, there's a job to do. Someone's got to take it. I would do it, but I've already got this other job. So, I can switch it, but I just wanted to put that out there. Whatever y'all want to think. Judge Duodolphin, if you want to, delineate that, I'm, all ears.
All right. Well, thank you for letting us know what's took out the previous. Would you be able to describe what it was? You just said it was. Was it a species? Was it a creature? Was it a person? What was it that took out?
It was a creature, right? Was it like tentacle creature thing? It was shadows.
It was in the shape of a shadow person.
Oh, right. And they just kind of reached in there and killed him, huh?
Yeah.
Just kind of walked right up and did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh.
Well, to go back to that point a year ago, I believe that was some kind of shadowy creature walked up to Judge Hamaru and just stuck their hand inside of him, and he stopped breathing after that.
That is concerning. Yeah, we'll have someone look further into Raymond. Judge Van Daniel, would you like to explain what you found last time you were up there? What you were investigating and what you were able to uncover? Yeah, so while the previous Judge Homer and I were in Liamond, we were investigating because we heard reports of said church performing miracles, and some of them we saw firsthand. They were spectacular and of a nature that normal magic cannot describe. However, in our research, we did not find any illicit stones. We did not find anything that could be used to harness energy or cause severe damage. However, we're going to need to reopen that case and go back and see what's going on. But, yeah, that is why we went up there, and the scope of our research found nothing conclusive. So we're going to need to open that back up, put a new scope on there, and re-research. He goes back to his spot. Well,
all right.
If there's nothing else we'd like to discuss, we can call this convocation closed. Good luck out there. And
You know what I call the part after the convocation? I say that we're on convacay now.
who are you saying that to?
Like we're on convacay. We're doing a convacay. Where it's like a vacation, but it's a convocation. You get it?
Who are you saying that to?
No one. Just to myself in particular, and whoever hears it.
Well,
I think I'm gonna try to get Convocation started with us.
the person that would be closest to hear it is Judge Nabrialis. He's gonna look at you.
Wait, before you all go, I have a thrilling and dramatic announcement. I'm pregnant with Judge Ultima's baby.
This guy gets me. Crysta!
Wow.
Congratulations!
He's gonna head out. Same with Judge Guillaume. Labre is heading out. Logriff's gonna head out. Pastrot's gonna head out. Duodolphin's gonna look at you for a little bit before heading out as well.
No one wants to talk to me afterwards. I see how it is. Bitches. I gotta go. I got business with Emmett Selk. I gotta walk up to him.
Fandaniel's
man.
going to walk up to you as well. And Emmett's like, hello! Yes? Judge Homeroots?
Well, I just need to talk to you now that I've seen all the judges and stuff, and seen how this whole thing goes, and seen how you treated me, and seen how you've treated other people. Just gotta say, yeah, you're not special, huh? I kind of thought that the whole deal was that you were, but no. Now that I've seen the whole room, you just are, doing what you do.
That's true. I just do what I do, and I was really excited to mess with the previous Judge Homeroot, but I'm just gonna have to pass that on to you.
Oh yeah, no, I figure you're probably not gonna have nearly as much fun with me as you did the old Homeroot. Old Homeroot would probably, tell you off and tell you, oh, I don't like your methods. Give me your badge and your gun at the end of whatever.
Every time, yep. It was so fun. There'd be a whole group of people.
No, you're not even worth it.
Man.
If you were worth it, if I thought I saw anything that made it worth it to go at you that direction, I would. But no, you're just a run of the mill bully, and so I don't see a lot of area for growth here. I would usually spend my time on folks that can reach new heights. But
oh,
no,
so you're saying I need to step up my game?
I mean, step up something.
Oh, you got it. And he reaches out, gives.
I'll be working with you. I'll see you around.
You give your nose a little flick poke thing, as he walks off. Well, Franklin, you did it.
Dude, I was about to undress undress Emmett Selk up and down the middle of this place, and I just saw him, and I had the thought. I realized that I have an opportunity, right, to just shove it down his throat in front of all the judges, and I was like, you know what? He's not worth it. This guy is just a general jerk. Not even worth it. Does he have any retainers?
Yeah, we all have retainers.
Yeah, I don't want to meet his retainers. I feel like Emmett Selk's retainers got to be different,
Yep. Yeah, they are not kind to one another, we'll say. They do not
So
fall
yeah,
far from a
no,
tree.
obviously, as you know, Daniel, I'm in super big danger,
Oh
to put
yeah.
it lightly.
Oh yeah, there's a reason why I'm by
Yeah,
your side.
no, yeah, no, thanks for being here. I figure everyone else gets it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely could easily die tonight, knowing that I don't have a retainer, I don't have some next of, and so someone who'd want to take that, they could definitely get my ass right now,
Well, I mean, you could always
or multiple somebodies. I don't know the politics. I don't know the back scenes here. I kind of got the gist of it though. I saw there was a couple little alliances in here. That was fun. That was interesting. Obviously, you go got each other here.
yeah. Yeah, there's there's several people that definitely are very close. He's gonna look past you to see that Judge Metron and Emerald are talking to each other.
Yeah. Did you and Metron go way back with the old Judge Fandaniel? Or sorry, Judge Homarut?
No. No, I did.
Oh,
Uh Judge Homer was he had his buddies. He was very outgoing, very charismatic with everybody really. So he definitely got along with everyone.
oof.
Quote
I got a ways
unquote.
to go then.
Yeah, quote unquote got along with everybody. And he puts his thumb back, motioning towards Emmett Selk.
Ah, okay.
Everyone else, he was pretty cool with everyone else.
So I got a personal question, something important.
Yeah.
Judge Metron behind me. Uh, you don't you don't think that he did anything to the old Judge Homarut, do you? Because
I
all three of you were on that mission, right?
No, it's just me and him.
Okay.
Yeah, and I didn't do anything.
Right. Well, yeah, because you're with me now.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously.
Sorry about that, but also, yeah. Okay, because the way he came at me in a way where he was like trying to intimidate me. I don't know. Something about it stank. Something about it felt like he knew too much. I just don't know the read on him. You know,
No,
he seems like a super straightforward person, but this was like kind of shady, and that he's not usually doing shady stuff, or he tries to show like he doesn't do shady stuff. But that was weird.
yeah, you don't exactly not stand out compared to the previous as trying to be like the previous Judge Homer.
Oh,
I could see from the rest of the room that they thought something fishy was going on. Previously, the previous person who would be in charge, who would kind of be a mother to us all, but not really, but kind of was Judge Ultima. She was we're all equal in position, but she would always take initiative in getting the convocations together, making sure that everyone was evenly spread throughout Evilise, putting people on the right teams together. And ever since her disappearance, Judge Metron and Judge Emerald have basically taken charge of that, so they kind of see themselves as the de facto leaders, and so they wanted to sniff out anyone that was being an imposter.
Okay, I gotcha. Sorry, I didn't get any. You know, I didn't think of them as the ones in charge. I guess I've been looking at Duodolphin this whole time is like our sergeant at arms or something, you know? Our core, like, person for that job. Okay. No, I get it now. I see. That explains a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, Duodolphin was in charge of that one mission, and the two of them are trying to pick up the slack that Judge Ultima left behind in her disappearance.
Okay, then, God, I think, with the little bit of time I got left, is it okay if I go talk to Mitron and Emerald?
Yeah, I'll, do you want me by your side? Because,
If you think we should just leave, we could just leave, but...
You showed your back, so I don't think that... You showed your tattoo, so I don't think they would harm another judge, but, yeah, they were definitely, not liking that you, ascended without the proper rituals and everything.
I think I can smooth that over. I hope I can.
All right. Yeah, you can go talk to them. I will be right behind you.
Hey. hey. Judge Mitron. Judge Emerald.
Yeah.
Is it Lolth or Loth? I don't know.
Lolth.
I don't get that one. Lolth. Okay, thank you. Emerald Lolth. Right. Hey, I just want to introduce myself. I'm frankly glad to meet you all, and wanted to just say that I'm the new Judge Hamarut.
How?
Yeah. Don't you know it? I can tell you how. He literally shook my hand, and that tattoo, that motherfucker crawled right up my arm and attached right to my back, and that's how. Does that make sense? Because that's all I know.
No, that doesn't make any sense. It's supposed to take years of communing with the Esper. That's part of being a retainer. You commune with the Esper for while you're a retainer. And
Whoa.
if
That
the
would have been
Esper likes
so
you,
helpful to understand the voices in my head.
And if the Esper likes you, there's a whole ritual of putting the graft onto the retainer's back. And
that would make sense.
Previous judge does what they want to do for the rest of their short life. It's just a short retirement.
Oh, and I'm gonna just put my hands on my face like, oh. Yeah, no, that would be a much easier way of doing things.
Yeah.
Okay, now I get why you've got this deeper system. You should have like a school for it, though. You know, like a pool of people we could pick from, like an Esper school.
That's what the retainers are for.
I feel like this is. I know, but like if there's a bigger group of them, but then I guess this wouldn't be Final Fantasy. This would be Shin Megami Tensei. So I guess maybe that's not the direction we want to go. In that case, why don't we? I have a question. I got a question.
Okay.
What's up? What? I forgot my question. I'm sorry. I got so excited thinking about asking a question. I forgot what it was going to be. Daniel, I had a question for these guys. Oh, shoot. I had an important question about judges. They kind of answered it with the length of time kind of thing. Oh shoot. Okay, so I just walked right in here and then got assaulted. So thought, what were we supposed to check IDs or something? in the front? Like, is there something we were supposed to do to, like, you know, make sure that everyone that came in? Because what if someone else came in this room that wasn't, you know, a judge, and they don't do the job?
These armors are one of a kind.
Yeah, but like I've seen them before. So
What
how
do you
one of a
mean?
kind are they? You know, other people wear things that look like it.
Oh, I mean, there can be imitators. Our retainers usually have similar outfits, but
Right. I was thinking about those retainers because most of what I know about uh all of y'all and judges came from all of your retainers getting together, or ex-retainers having a murder mystery party and inviting me to it, not knowing that I was an actual judge. Because they
I'm
thought I
sorry,
was
what?
the Judge Hamarut. Dude, I'm saying, whatever secret society thing you got going on here with these judges, you you got ex you got ex retainers that are putting together murder mystery parties. Let me say this. And they accidentally invited a whole ass real judge, not knowing that I was the real Judge Hamarut, because I don't have retainers, because I didn't know that. And I thought I was. They were doing a role play and they tricked me because I didn't know what was going on, and now I do know what's going on. Now I can't be tricked, but it was insane, dude.
All right.
So, is there a better way we could ID judges? More specifically?
So, these one of a kind armors. They're
Uh-huh.
very specific. There can be imitations, there can be things that are close, but we are very familiar with specific details on each piece.
All right, I guess I'll have to play I gotta play more highlights comic strips to spot the difference between fakes and reals. Yeah, I just kind of thinking, like,
Van Daniel smacks
in a
his chest
situation
with that face palm.
in a situation where something bad happens to all of the judges, and there's a whole new set of judges all immediately, and they all have to identify each other. How will they know if they don't have our armor? It just seems I'm just seeing a very simple case where this could fail. All your eggs in one basket kind of situation, you know?
So, your question is, if all the judges disappear,
Yeah.
all the armors taken with those judges, and then our retainers have to identify the other retainers.
I mean, that would be an extreme situation. I mean, this also applies to if we could just lose an entire judge, you know? Then their armor's gone.
Well, if that's the case, we do have our experts to help out with that.
You think? I don't know. Maybe we could like flash our espers at each other or something. There could be a little more ceremony to this. Like, instead of us just walking in front of oh, look at me. I'm the same shape as the big statue behind me, which is cool, which is really cool looking. A little pompous, very cool. But like, we should like have a prayer together or something we all say, or secret handshakes, judge handshakes.
So, more things that would have outed you as an imposter.
I mean, maybe. I mean, if we all like, if we flashed our espers, that wouldn't have outed me. I would have figured out like, oh yeah, and then it would have cleared up the whole situation real fast. That like, I'm a different guy, but I am still Judge Hamarut, you know?
We'll think about it.
Oh, okay. I'm just, maybe you come up with better ideas. We got a year, You
Yeah,
can email me or call me.
No.
What was that?
Well, we'll think about it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll give you a call.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's not nothing. Um, God, yeah. Well, it was good meeting you. Sorry, it was under these circumstances and how it all went down, but uh, I'm very excited to work with y'all for another year.
For another year and then some, and then a year after that, and a year. You look pretty young. You're like what, 33, 35?
Oh, damn. Yeah, on the money there, basically.
Wow.
I'm
yeah.
30 years old.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I guess we have a good 40, 50 years together.
Yeah. The judges age in normal time. I thought they got like longer lives or something.
We do.
Or they like, oh, okay. Well, God, thanks. That's kind of like the nicest thing anyone said to me. Hey, I hope to see you in 30 to 40 years. That's really kind of you, man. I haven't heard that in a long time.
You've
I
heard
feel like
it
most
before,
people look
though.
at me and just go, ah, this guy ain't gonna get through the winter, this little scrawny nutsack.
Well,
No, I
I
appreciate it.
although I do believe that you do have. If it was just you, yes, absolutely, you would not survive. I'm surprised you survived this long. But you do have Homeroot with you in case anything goes wrong. And please, having an assistant would help you a lot. I had to continuously
Oh my God, this
argue with the previous Judge
This-
Homeroot about that.
oh, I'm gonna think about that for a little bit, and then go, wait, newbie question,
Yeah.
big newbie question. I would love to know, love to just pick the brains of other people who've been through this and know this.
Okay.
What's your relationship with your Esper like?
Professional.
Sorry, QB. Discord cut out, and I didn't hear any of that. It just
Professional.
fully cut out on me. Professional. Okay. And Emeroloth, where are you at on this? With Emeroloth. Sorry. Judge, that's what I mean.
It's loading. Well, my Esper does a great job helping me with my attacks. And,
With that, you see that some wings just casually sprout out of her to lift her up a little bit. And
Whoa!
some even you can tell that the wings that she has, if you take a closer look, are in a serrated formation like an owl's. And some even appear on her spear. Before
That's
she
so cool.
comes back to the ground.
And, yeah, a good voice of reason. Definitely if you find something's a little fishy and you can't spot it, ask the Esper.
Oh, that's such good information. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, currently I think me and Hamarut are on good terms. I don't know if we were immediately, right away, but he's saved my life a bunch of times already, and has helped me get away with a lot of things. And so, like, I think him and I are happy. I think we're having a fun time and having a good time. I think he likes being with someone who's younger, and I guess doing kind of exciting things. I don't know if that makes any sense, but yeah, I just wanted to ask because I think me and Hamroot are having a really good time, and I didn't know if you guys also made enjoyable companies with your espers in that way. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I think it makes sense.
I mean, they're with us all the time, so yeah.
Yeah, do you like cut jokes with them or something?
Sometimes we have a good time. Sometimes,
all right.
Yeah, but
okay, cool.
It is important to remember these are espers. They are non-mortal deities. They are above the shenanigans that we are. Or at least they like to believe they are. They tell us they are. So.
Okay, so this completes my theory. This completes my thought. I've got a thing that I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
Judge Ultima, right? No hide or hair. Don't know where she is, right? Or he is they, wherever they are.
She, yeah.
I thought it was she. Okay. She could be anywhere, right? And we have no idea. Obviously it's not showing up on our little thingy wherever she is. But also it gave me thought, what if a judge got totally Cascamontiano? They got like buried alive, no way out. Couldn't a judge, because of their esper, live almost forever because of that?
Yes, but the
being stuck in stasis?
Technically, I guess that's possible, but the esper could also just get them out.
Unless there's a reason the esper couldn't move. I'm saying this is a, stasis field kind of situation. They're stopped forever. You ever been stopped before? No. I don't know. You're probably immune to stop. What am I saying?
Yes.
What am I talking about here? Of course,
yeah.
fuckers. God, I wish I was immune to stop. I need to... Judge Van Daniel, how do I need to get these immunities? You're probably immune to stop, aren't you? Shouldn't all judges be immune to stop? Am I the only judge here? Maybe I want to make a motion that all the judges could be immune to stop. Can we do that?
Yeah, when you found Judge Homaru, in Liamond, did you let him keep his ribbon? When you buried him?
His ribbon? What? He's got a ribbon on him?
And it is at that point...
Oh, come on, man!
And it is at that point Judge Emerald, Judge Metron, and... Oh, just those two. They show off their ribbons.
And Van Daniel does not. Van Daniel has a different accessory that is somehow more fucked up.
Yes, he has a muscle belt. And his equipment has so high a magic evasion that he does not need ribbons.
That's fair. God.
His magic evasion is so high that Judge Emmett Selk can't cast status effects on him.
This peek behind the back curtain has got the other Steal the Skies players scribbling furiously. Okay. Ribbon. High magic defense. Got it. Which of these judges can I kill?
At this point in time, none of them.
None of them. No. Maybe they get lucky.
I mean, I guess you could get lucky. I mean, I guess.
That is all my questions. I'm feeling much better about my job position.
Hey, good. With that, Judge Mitron and Judge Emerald look back at you and then head out together.
Serious, man. I saw the end to Doctor Strange. I swear to God, I think I know where Judge Ultima is.
Oh, where's Judge Ultima?
You gonna have to watch. You get to watch Doctor Strange. I'm not gonna spoil the ending. Who do you think I am? Spoil the ending of the movies.
Yeah, movies are very rare. I guess I'll just catch it on the radio, TV, sometime, maybe. Judge Van Daniel's going to head on out. Is there anything you want to do in this chamber before you head on out?
Whew. Just look at the art one more time. I just want to look at the statues. Just take a nice wheel around the room,
Yeah,
noting all my dudes, all my new coworkers.
yeah. We'll look at all of them.
And so Low Grief was the other person that wasn't in there?
No, Low Grief was at 12 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, right. Low Grief's at the top. Was it Egeyorn was the one that's which one's Egeyorn again?
Egeorm's at 4 o'clock.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. Because that art looks really cool. I just want to see. Zoom in on some of these guys. They're spectacular.
Yeah.
Give me. Can I get a 12 o'clock all the way around? Get the names of everybody one more time.
Yeah.
With them all zoomed into the art.
I can give you a 12 o'clock. So we have Judge Logriff, which was drawn by Yosifer. We go to 1 o'clock, which is Judge La Brea, drawn by Yosifer. And then we have Judge Emerald at 2 o'clock, which is also drawn by Yosifer. At 3 o'clock, we have Judge Duodolphin, which is drawn by Yosifer. At 4 o'clock...
Way cooler than I was expecting when I was imagining Duodolphin in my head.
Right? I was, when we were thinking of concepts, I was like, yeah, dual pistols. And then, guess what game that poses from? Or is inspired by?
Oh, I know.
You know.
Don't say it, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it. I know it, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it.
Oh, yeah, you know it.
It's so good.
4 o'clock.
He's a cowboy.
4 o'clock by Yosifer is Judge Igyo.
Iggy.
Iggy
The samurai. They call him Iggy.
5 o'clock by Yosifer. He knew how to absolutely slay me and did Judge Nabrialis. I like ladies in flowing robes and giant ass hammers.
What's better than this?
It's true. 6 o'clock, you know, it's Judge Halmerut by Yosifer. the one with color because, you know, it's your judge outfit. Gotta have color.
Yeah, it's my judge outfit. I gotta use it a lot.
Yeah. 7 o'clock is a random statue from, I think it was a paid asset that I got at one point. Don't fully remember. I think it was from one of Gabriel Pickard's assets.
But now this top view is everything that I know about Ultima.
Yeah.
Scepter and shield is the image.
Honestly, I used the same asset for the hero of Rivencrag with Boat One Best Boat because that's what I got for a statue.
Yeah.
That's what.
Don't I
gotta
gotta get that thing that's on top of her head?
Oh, do you want to?
Yeah, I want to get that thing that's on top of her head. It was shiny.
All right.
We're almost around the horn. Let's not lose the last 4 here.
Okay. 8 o'clock, you have by Rose, Judge Fandaniel.
Cool. Yeah.
9 o'clock is Judge Pastrok by Yosifer. It's a little difficult to see just because of how the cape is and kind of weird shape, but he has a giant.
I love that he's shaped like a big bell.
Yeah, I've never associated as bell, but kinda. On his back is a giant kite shield.
That's what's making the bell shape. The top part that looks like the part
Yeah.
you hold the bell with.
Yep,
Okay, no, that makes so much sense.
yep, that's a kite shield. And at 10 o'clock, you have Judge Emmett Selk, also by Yosifer.
Fuck this dude.
Yep. In the notes, we definitely wrote to make him look like an edgy, huge edgelord who thinks he's a lot cooler, but everyone knows he's a complete dweeb. And then we have Judge Metron, also by Yosifer, at 11 o'clock.
Oh. Judge Metron's walked at me so scary today.
Oh yeah, I have the strength levels of all of them.
Oh, don't give it away, but just tell me about Metron. Give away Metron.
Oh yeah, him wanting to go easy on you is even then is not a good day. There's a reason why.
Oh yeah.
There's a reason why he is one of the judges that wanted to take charge after Judge Ultima went missing.
Big hard ass. Well, I'm probably gonna need Fandaniel to help with this situation.
Oh, how come?
So that I can reach. And to be my patsy.
He's gonna come over. Oh, are you smitten by Judge Ultima?
Yeah, total babe. No. I think there's something on the statue's head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. How tall is the statue? 12 feet? 15 feet?
More like 30.
30 feet. Okay. I'm looking through my moves, seeing if there's anything that I can do. I don't think I need to climb the statue. If there's a way that I can reach for it from above, right?
true. That's an option.
What abilities does our shield friend have? Does Fandaniel have?
Let's see. He has cover, sentinel, provoke, the golem summon, call and regular summon, light step, return magic, astra, seal evil, holy circle, catch and reflex.
What's that last one?
Reflex.
And the one before that was catch?
Catch.
What does that do?
If someone throws something at him, he has a chance to catch it.
Okay, cool.
I believe it's thief. Yeah, thief is targeted by a throwing weapon, bow, crossbow, rifle, or ranged monster attack that inflicts physical damage. They have a 50% chance to avoid the attack altogether.
Golem, this summon, can they move stone?
They cannot.
Okay.
All protected.
I don't know if I can use any of those to get this thing off of the top there, but I could catch it if it was moving.
If it was moving. Well, I gotta go.
What? Wait, don't leave yet. What do you think? Is there a way to get the thing off of top of her head?
I don't know. Why don't you try schmoozing it off of her?
Oh yeah, that'd be a great idea. Not.
Give her a compliment.
Why don't you just, like-
two.
Could you just throw me up there?
I mean, you could, if you need to go up, you could use Homeroot to just fly up there.
Oh, that's true. I mean, I could use Homeroot. I haven't really flowed with Homeroot. I've only done like a glide. I don't know if we're that far in our relationship yet. Homeroot, do you think we could fly up there and get the thing?
With that, you will find that there are wings that sprout from your body.
Oh damn, dude! Oh damn, dude! Oh damn, dude! Oh man! Are these like the tree leafy wings?
Yes.
I think that's what we agreed on, or we talked about, was that it's like it was like woody.
I don't.
Okay. All right, I guess I'm gonna fly up there. Judge Fandaniel, make sure you catch me if I fall. This is my first time flying.
All right. How many key points do you have?
I've got 5.
All right. For the scene, it will take 2 to fly up there.
Deal, yeah, of course.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I keep them things on me.
All right. Do you have the pickpocket skill?
That's a great question. Do I have? No.
All right.
Mm-mm.
In that case, you are able to fly up there. You see that there is a limit break bangle on top of the statue. Can you give me what normally would be an agility, but can you give me an agility plus 30?
I could try.
Hey!
Yeah,
You
baby.
are able to carefully pluck the bangle off of her head. And this is
Oh, it's such a good roll.
This is the night bangle.
Stole them skies. Problem. Pokey, no.
Uh-oh. Well,
I'm getting the item description and losing it at the same time.
yeah, you're about to pull it up, and then your hand slips a little bit, and you're able to grab it.
Look, I
but
got it. And then I drop it.
you drop it, and an alarm starts to blare. And we will pick that up next time on Steal the Skies. Crysta do a flip.